Wondering how to fall completely in love with the people and things that surround you at home? I've spent the last 15 years studying how and where families thrive and what relational and house characteristics ignite us with that homey feeling. On this podcast, we uncover how our brains process the people we live with and the houses we live in so we can confidently create our homes to be wonder-filled connection magnets. Ready to give up the decision fatigue, comparison hives, overwhelm ulcers, and confusion chaos? You are in the right place. I'm your host, Carly Thornock. Welcome to Becoming Home.
What's up, homies? I'm so glad that you are here. This has been a fabulous week. We took a little road trip and we went to Arkansas to see the totality zone of the solar eclipse. And it was epic. I totally loved it. And I've seen mixed reviews online. Some people were like, what's all the hype? And other people were like, that was epic. For us, it was epic. I've seen other solar eclipses, and I think probably we're in the 90% zone before. But to see complete totality, it was unreal. We had the time of our lives. My kids fished a ton with my husband, and we also had a shoe go down a deep ravine. So that was really exciting, and we figured out how to get it out. That's what you get for having a fisherman husband. He fishes shoes out of deep ravines. We went rock climbing. It was a lovely time, and I had never been to Arkansas before. So I was thoroughly enchanted. Lots of hills, lots of water. So fun. It's been so fun exploring the Midwest. So we are still living in Kansas, working on this renovation for an assisted living center. It's going great. We have our inspections passed. We are ready to open our doors. And it has been a labor of love. We are excited. We're really excited. Today, though, what I want to talk with you about is the easiest way for you to get that house is clean feeling. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's that feeling when everything is like back where it goes. And often this comes when the kids are asleep and you can have some time to do the dishes and like put stuff where it goes and it stays there. And it's just so nice and relaxing. Have you ever had your house cleaned for you? Oh, it's such a good feeling. Do you want to know why it's such a great feeling to have somebody clean your house for you? Because when you walk in that door, after the beloved cleaners have been there, you're no longer thinking about all the things that you need to clean. It's like your to-do list goes quiet. And you have your little monkey brain that likes to tell you all the things you have to do all the day long from everything you see. This monkey brain goes silent. And the secret here is that your clean house helps your brain relax. This is actually what's going on. When it's easier to relax, we give that credit, that relaxed feeling, we give credit to the house and to the fabulous cleaners. But really, the magic is happening right inside of you. You're thinking, oh, I love a clean house. It's so nice. Instead of, where's the magic eraser? Who are these hooligans? Who's their mother? Why, I'm their mother. Why haven't I taught them not to color on the walls? Dang it, I'm the worst. So we go quickly, often, from this observant, silent to-do list, naggy feeling in our houses. And it quickly goes from just something that we need to do to who we are. Like, you're so disorganized. You're the worst mom. Why haven't you taught your kids to clean up their dang stuff? Right? So this is why it's so hard on us when our house feels dirty. Now, when our house feels clean, we are relaxed. And so we think it's the clean house that actually produces these feelings. But you guys, it's your brain. It's possible that you can feel calm, have fun with your family, connect and relax, even when your kids are making messes, like actively making messes at the exact same time. It's possible for you to relax. Whenever I talk to people about this, they're like, nope. Their knee-jerk reaction is like, no, it's not. It's not possible. If it were possible, I would be doing it. Instead, I just try to sit down to read with my kids, and all I can hear is the dishes screaming at me, how irresponsible I am. But what if you could be present with your children even when your house is a mess? What would that unlock for you? If you had that capability, that skill, if you knew how to do that and you were good at it, what would that unlock for you? This is what I call indestructible peace. So sometimes we think that peace, or also I will refer to this as presence, or even I'll call it flow, or the Thornock version of flow is SFLOW, which stands for slow and adventurous flow, being open to receiving. So we call it SFLOW. Are you in SFLOW? We think that peace is a gift that's bestowed upon us from the good fairy godmother herself once all conditions are perfect or we've hit rock bottom hard enough and we just need a really great dress. We think that she'll show up, right? We think that we have to earn this feeling of peace, and we can't really define when it comes and when it doesn't. All we know is we feel peace when all the conditions are perfect, when our house is perfect. And sometimes we can access peace in like the most horrendous of situations, right? It's like when your grandmother gets really, really ill, you can access this peace when it shouldn't almost be there because your world is so chaotic and turned topsy-turvy. Those are the two extremes when peace is most accessible for most people. And we think that once the cleaners have done their thing and the kids are sleeping, peace will come and the fairy godmother will appear and it's going to be awesome. And this is what I call peace qualifiers. They're all of the rules that we've given, all of the check marks that have to be checked in order for us to give ourselves permission to feel peace. You use peace qualifiers if you've ever thought something like, I'll feel peaceful when when I go through all of my paper clutter. I'll feel peaceful when we move into a bigger house. I'll feel peaceful when the walls are patched. I'll feel peaceful when the countertops are updated. I'll feel peaceful when the laundry's done. Or another variation is, it's so peaceful when all of the dishes are stacked nicely in the cupboard. It's so peaceful when everybody just does their chores without complaining. That one sounds nice, right? It sounds really proactive, like, oh, it's so peaceful. I'm just noticing that it's peaceful. But the reason we know that this isn't a really helpful thought and that it's a peace qualifier is because you don't feel peaceful right now. You're still telling yourself, it'll be peaceful when, it's so peaceful when, and you're not giving yourself permission to feel peaceful now. Usually we don't say, it's so peaceful when all the kids are playing and I'm doing the dishes or reading my book. And that's what's happening right now. Usually when it's in the moment, you're just enjoying the moment. If you're thinking about it's so peaceful when, usually you're thinking in the past or in the future, but to a time different than now. That's why it's distracting. That's why it's qualifying. Peace is not an outside of you thing. It doesn't just happen to you. Peace is a choice that you get to make. It's a choice you get to make. I feel like peace is a choice just like happiness is a choice. And I've talked to many people also who get upset when they hear people say happiness is a choice because it doesn't feel like a choice. There are lots of layers of choices. There's like our topical frontal lobe choice maker that's like, do I want carrots or cucumbers with my lunch today? Making a choice. That's an easy choice. Then there are choices that we make ahead of time. So if I stay up really late at night, I've already made the choice that I'm going to be tired the next day. It's just how my body works. I've already made that choice and I can trace it back and see that. But then there's also a subterranean level of choosing that is chosen by our beliefs. And it's not even a conscious thing. It's not something you can switch on or off at your willy-nilly frontal lobe conscious mind level. It's something that you have to reprogram your neurology to be able to step into. Even still, even though it's a little bit more obscure, it takes a lot of body feeling. It takes moments of breath. I think that it takes cold plunging or meditation to help reset these systems and reprogram those deeper parts of you. It's still a choice. You still have control over this. You might not feel like it, but you do. Now, this is awesome because right now that might make you feel mad. Right now you might be like, if I had a choice to feel peace, I would choose it. Clearly, I can't choose it. But guess what? You do have control. And because you have control, you can figure out how to get there again. And I can teach you how to do this. Just one of my clients the other day was telling me, since I started working with you, I've had no more panic attacks. I didn't even know she was having panic attacks when we started working together. As we worked through her neurological reprogramming, feeling safe and peaceful in her own heart and soul, creating a home for herself within herself, one of the awesome benefits was that her panic attacks went away. This is the kind of peace that we're talking about. Have you ever had a conversation with your husband and the kids are yipping and wrestling and doing their thing, and he stops you mid-sentence and he's like, I cannot even talk with all this going on. And you're like, what? What? Oh, that? I don't even notice that anymore. Peace is like that. Peace is being able to access focus and your knowing, like this deep knowing inside of you that is connected to God and to your highest self, that is your best version of you. When you are able to access that, even when things are crazy, when there's flowers spilled on the floor, when there's socks mismatched and strewn down the hallway, when you can access peace, even when it's chaotic, that is indestructible. This is just like you being able to be like, I don't even hear the kids yipping and yapping and wrestling anymore. I can focus on anything when my kids are being loud. Have you ever been in public and this happens where your kids are being loud and all of a sudden somebody looks at you and you're like, what's up with that lady? And she's like, your kids are loud. And you're like, oh my gosh, my kids are loud. That's so funny. This happened to me actually the other day with my marketing team. I was sending them a Marco Polo. She's like, it's kind of loud. I couldn't really hear you. And I go back and listen to it and it's like mass chaos at my house. And I had no idea. I was just like talking to my marketing gal. So this happens. You know how to do this already. You already know how to focus through distractions in so many beautiful ways. Now it's just time to learn how to do that with your house and learn how to have a little bit more control over your focuser when it comes to things that previously you thought were out of your control. This is so exciting. Okay, so when your house is yipping at you, let's be honest, it can be loud. You get to choose whether to listen or not. You get to choose if it's worth your attention. You get to choose what you attend to. When the toys are crazy, when the kids don't do their chores, when the in-laws bring gifts made exclusively out of glitter, you can still choose peace. It's a skill. It takes practice. It takes a little bit of time. You can absolutely 100% learn this. This is what I teach you inside of my new course. It's called 3 Tools to Stop Toy Clutter as a Busy Mom. We start with the toys because it's the easiest, biggest bang punch for your effort that you can ever recognize and realize. It's also not our stuff. So it's easier to declutter somebody else's stuff than our own stuff. It's a great place to start. Once you get the hang of this piece, your never-ending to-do list is going to morph. And you're going to love this because you don't have to give up your to-do list. It just changes. So it changes into an easy, I love it when list. So for instance, instead of saying, I need to do the dishes, you'll say, I love it when the dishes are done. And if they're not, I'm okay. I love it when the kids clean up after their crafting experiments. I love that. I love it when they are showing some initiative when I don't have to remind them. I love that. And if they don't, I'm okay. I love it when dinner is prepped and the slow cooker is going and I have the veggies pre-cut and it's only 4 p.m. I love that. And if I haven't done that and if it's not ready by 4 p.m., being okay means you're free to watch your kids' childhoods unfolding. You can feel wonder and delight every single day on your own terms. Rain or shine, crumbs on the floor, or with freshly Swiffered surfaces, you're okay. You can enjoy. You feel delight. You feel love. You feel connected. You feel peace. Being okay doesn't mean you just suck it up either and do everything yourself. Sometimes when I say you're okay, like you're going to be okay. You love it when the dishes are done, but if they're not, you're going to be okay. You'll just stay up till midnight doing them. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you've created the emotional space for time and for possibilities. and for letting other people experiment in your space as they are learning consequences and what they like and what they don't like. You can feel okay. Your body can feel okay. You're not having a panic attack. You're not worried about it. You don't think about it. You don't have a difference in your focus level. It's about choosing when and how we pay attention to the things in our life. It's about taking back the power that we sometimes feel has hidden under the sofa with all the good snacks. This is taking back your power, your own power to choose. In my new course, 3 Tools to Stop Toy Clutter, you won't just get my simple tools that will make it easier for you to keep your house clean. Because let's be honest, that's what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you how you can get a handle on the toys. Because sometimes toys just are crazy town. I'm going to teach you all those things, but you're also going to learn how to be calm and present and connected, whether the house is clean or not. And if you have little people living with you, if you have kids, the likelihood that your house is not altogether clean at the exact same moment, the odds are 99.999%, right? It's not going to be clean. That's what we want, though. We are choosing children. We are choosing people. We are choosing wonder. We are choosing life. We are choosing light. We are choosing each other. And we have to remember. We have to remember that that's what we've chosen and feel peace with it. I'm going to teach you how to do this. Sometimes in real life, houses are messy. And we can still feel peace. Talk to you soon, y'all. You go make a big mess. Have a great week.